Hello and welcome back to another incredible recipe. I am Chef Fee from Wholesome Bellies, and today I'm going to take you through a very simple, so simple recipe for chips. These are polenta chips, so they're healthy, they're oven baked, but they are so delicious. No compromise on flavour. These are our key ingredients. We have polenta. You don't have to use this brand, but it is very important that it is instant polenta. So this is par cooked, which means when we make our polenta, we're not going to have that situation where we're just stirring and stirring and stirring for 30 minutes. So anyone out there, if you've made polenta, that's usually how it goes. With this, it's instant, literally like 2 minutes and it's done. So the salt, we have in here garlic and onion powder. We have our vegan parmesan. I'm going to link to this in the bottom in the recipe, my recipe for the vegan parmesan. It's delicious. If you're not vegan, just usual parmesan, some mixed herbs, and our veggie stock, olive oil. That's it. Really simple. All you need is a pot and a whisker. Very important, because as we add in our hot water, we need to make sure excuse me, that we are whisking this as we go so we don't get those lumps. All right, so first things first is to get our stock in and bring that to the boil. Now we're going to just let that come to the boil. I'm going to turn that up. Now it's really important that that is boiling before we add in all of this. To make sure we get this in, so we get those lumps out, I'm going to start by putting in these herbs. So there goes the herbs, our garlic and onion powder in there. Now with the salt, be mindful of the stock that you use. Some of them are quite high salt. So I'm just going to add in a touch because the stock I'm using is a little salty. There's our vegan parmesan, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, or a guesstimate. There we go, that's about 2. And in goes our polenta. This is the part to watch. So we're going to get all those flavors into the stock, and we're going to gently add our polenta. And by adding it slowly like this, we can actually work through the polenta and get those lumps out or stop the lumps from forming. And we're going to keep going until it is so thick that it doesn't stick anymore to your pan. Then you know that it is ready. So if I just leave that, there are no lumps. That looks incredible. And it is starting to move away from the sides of the pan. I am very happy with that. Now I'll get all that off here, turn that off. And then with that, we are going to place that in our tin. And we're going to just knock that out. Line your tray with some baking paper so that it's easier just to take the slab of polenta out to cut those fries. And then with your spatula, you're just going to spread it out. And it really doesn't matter on the size of your tin because it's not going to move. So this is the first step. Now, once you're happy with your polenta in the tray, it's quite important to flatten it out so that when you cut your chips, they're all even and nice and smooth. Once that's set, we're going to cut them into French fries and bake them. Now, it will take probably an hour or 2 to set in the fridge. You may even want to leave it on your bench for a little bit to cool down before putting this really hot dish in your fridge. Otherwise, the fridge may just not cope with that heat. That looks amazing. I'm going to pop that into the fridge and we'll come back and slice it up in a minute. Alrighty, we have our polenta that has set. So I'm going to take it out of the tray. There you go. And we're going to just cut this into French fries. So once you've got them cut to your desired size, give them a bit of a spray with the oil, and then grab your vegan parmesan and just roll them in there and pop them on your baking tray. So if you are not vegan, you can definitely use dairy parmesan, which will melt nicely. You can roll them into a salty paprika, anything really, but this vegan parmesan is delicious. These are really great frozen. So when I freeze them, then I take them from the freezer and I defrost them, or even straight frozen, a bit of olive oil into your parmesan and straight into the oven. So these are great in the oven, amazing in the air fryer. So what I do like to do is just turn them. The top will get really crunchy and the bottom will stay a bit soft. So halfway in the oven, you probably need about 30 minutes. So 15, check them, turn them over. In the air fryer, probably 10 is going to be enough. We're going to put them in the oven now and have a look at how crunchy they become. Alrighty, here they are, fresh out of the oven. I've got myself a little dipping sauce. Delicious. If you want more recipes like this, subscribe to the channel, and brand new recipes weekly. Have a great day, guys.